Yeah, and that award actually makes you kind of, well, it made me kind of slow down and really appreciate everything that, for example, that we've been working with Dragon Films and everything that's just been continuing to come our way, and that there isn't really any more to want when you already are being blessed in the present moment. So that award kind of helped me to be aware of that and accept that, and really seeing like, you know what, we are so blessed right now. This award means everything right now.
That's our Grammy.
We don't see it.
Yeah. It keeps kind of like, because I walk past it every day at home, so it's kind of like.
By the way, where is the trophy? I mean, is it where is it?
It's
in the hallway, like.
You all three live together
it's
still?
It's a credenza. It's on a credenza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd asked that question. I said, I know if all three of you still live together or everybody got their separate place and all, but so that's why I was wondering who actually got it. It was an episode of The Simpsons about that they had one comic book, who was to get it, that type of thing.
Yeah, but it's motivating also too, because every day when I walk past it, it's like, we've accomplished something, and it's more to come,
Speaking of that, what's on the I guess bucket list, or what's on the I'm going to fulfill these in my career? What does that list look like to you, Serena?
Well, and music, an album.
Okay.
So that's to come, and acting is another.
Already in the making.
Okay.
That's in the making, and what's something that.
Well, I want the top 100 billboards. Probably, I said Grammy.
Hold on, I gotta stop you there. You can't stop at just 100. You gotta say top 10. Come on.
I
100.
I was, because it's crazy. I've been told I was supposed to make a vision board, like out of magazines and everything, but I never finished it. I just have a little corner done on an actual cardboard. So, but then some people were talking about how they just do it on their phone. So for their wallpaper, and then but you need to edit it and do all this stuff. So just a couple of days ago, I was looking for the top, like the #1 hit on the billboard, the little logo, but I couldn't find one. So it said 100, top 100. So I was all like, well, that'll be good too. I'll just leave it right there for now. But definitely #1, obviously, that'll be nice.
And you, TJ, finishing out that bucket list of sort. I'm sorry, vision board.
Putting out music and inspiring people, and and influencing people to be better and do better, and
Now with your music, by the way, is there? I heard a single, or it was emailed to me that your father had written and produced. What was the name of that single?
Are You With Me?
Are You With Me? Oh, okay. And now, is that, I guess, like a future single from the album, or what was that project about?
That was an empowerment song that happened. We made that around the George Floyd time, and just to create awareness, and it's part of the album coming.
Okay.
And
so you're working on the album now?
Yes.
So are you writers of material, or is it all fall on your father, the songwriter producer? How is that being done?
We work together, and so we usually come together and try to brainstorm. Our dad does help us a lot when it comes to that. So we just try to come together and create.
When will the album be out? Is there a release date, or when will it be done, I should say?
Well, by the beginning of next year.
Okay.
So it should be out.
2022.
Yeah. I gotta remember sometime when
2022.
Yeah. Okay. And what type of material would be on it, Gigi?
Oh, well, you
ballads.
Stay tuned. Just go follow us on Instagram and stuff, and we'll let you know.
Well, for us old heads that don't go.
Yes, definitely love ballads.
Okay.
We might redo some of our dad's songs. We're thinking about that. And and
If you dance,
that's what I said, dance songs.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
dance.
good at dancing? I guess.
Oh, yeah, we
do they even
dance.
dance nowadays? You know, it's a
Yeah.
stuff that will be out to dance to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
Usually it's a beat and you hear it just driving up and down the street, but music that would, make you come to that special person in the club and go to the middle of the dance floor and just throw down. That type of material, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay, that's great. What else can we expect of Love I Am, by the way? Any future performances coming up? I know, of course, the pandemic slowed a lot of things down, but any future performances or events or you would like to make our viewers aware of?
Yeah, so actually January, I think it's 27th or 29th, we're supposed to be doing a show with Dragon Foundation.
Oh, the fundraiser, of course. Okay.
So we have that planned, and yeah,
So yeah.
And of that fundraiser, I was told that this is going to be a very, I guess, high level. Various people from the industry will be there. Are you ready to? I don't want to say like, oh, you're going to be so nervous type of thing, but you've played bigger events, worked with Michael Henderson and all of that and all. But what should we expect from this show at the fundraiser and the type of performance and the way you're approaching it?
Well, we are adding to our show. So our show is growing little by little over time. So we're adding to the show. So this will be a new song that we've been rehearsing that we haven't performed yet.
So a mixture of old and new, cover tunes, original tunes.
Yeah, cover, and we have an original.
Okay.
Probably Are You With Me will play
Okay.
Are You With Me. that is our only original right now.
Okay. And by the way, of production and all, will there be, I guess, other types of production being done, outside producers or writers, or is it all in-house at the moment? Like everybody is, close-knit family, literally, that's doing the production, or are you open to outside producers and writers?
Well, yeah, we're always open to what is good. I mean, why you can't turn down something that sounds, that's lyrically and musically good. So we're always open to that.
And this music career and acting career, you can handle and balance both, because again, one may take off and the other is. It's to me, again, it's knowing what I know or the very little that I know from a certain person. It's going to be huge and all of that. So balancing the two, or are you thinking of that in the future, of how to do it?
We've been wanting to do this full time for a long time. So, I'm happy if I can do this full time. I would do it full time. And if this is going to be full time, then
Okay.
I'm glad.
By way of because it's. Well, the next step, again, have you thought of the Detroit Music Awards? One of those things. That's the next year at around April, March. The various things going on. They're like a local version of the Grammys, where you see every producer and director and artists all under one roof for one night at the Fillmore. So as you get geared up toward the film projects and music projects, don't leave that out in your as you plan that trek. Detroit Music Awards. But has anyone approached you about that yet, or performing there, or even being a presenter?
No.
Oh, okay. I gotta give y'all information on that, because even if you just up there saying, okay, the best R&B group, whatever, it's exposure, because it's broadcast, cable cast, all of that, and it's something, again, under the roof for one night. You get the cream of the cream of Detroit artists and all. You definitely deserve to be on that stage. I think it'd be a showstopper, just saying it like that. But again, now with the acting, with the films, with the various roles coming up, do you see yourself writing or producing or putting various parts of your story out there that you've written or sung about that you want to make that transition?
Well, for me personally, I always I like to. In order to produce, sometimes you need to be in a certain mind frame, or everything. You need to be open to creating, which we have. We've gotten together with other people before to make songs, but I always felt like I'm okay with letting somebody else do the producing. Because I feel like it's so much other stuff that's still just as important, because the song is going to be a song, and that could come to you and if it's a hit song, that's really good too.
No, I don't mean necessarily just songwriting, but I mean, is there a project that you say, well, if I had a chance, I would write this and make it a movie or a play or anything beyond just simply saying singing? Those aspects of, what's next.
Yeah, like I want, well, we're present on social media, but I feel like we could just be expressing ourselves so much more through different, like, photo shoots and stuff like that, getting out there like that. And we also we were doing stuff for like promo videos and to do videos for like our EPK and stuff like that.
Okay.
So we could, we have a lot of different music video ideas and concepts that.
Yeah, because those can easily be adapted to a big screen presentation. Again, if you ever thought of like writing for the big screen, writing movies, TV shows. I'm just thinking of the trajectory Beyonce took when she did her very first movie. She was in Austin Powers' Gold Member, I think, her very first one.
Right.
Then she went on to produce one of the biggest movies at the time for independent, which was called Obsession with Idris Elba, and broke all type of records. Then she went on to do Cadillac Records. But so she transitioned by steps into the point of saying, I'm gonna be in the movie, I'm gonna produce the movie, I'm gonna do this. So I mean, was it something like that? Either of you, was it something in your vision to be able to say, I want to be more than just X. I can do A, B, C, D, all of that.
Yeah, I think so, but I still think it starts with us first. So we're learning as we go to put these things together, and it's just we're gonna get better to be able to handle more and more things like that. But I always felt like if somebody else could do it, then I don't see why we wouldn't have the capacity to be able to do not just the singing, but to others.
Okay, the writing, the producing,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the stunt camps and all of that to begin.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be. I can't wait because Deadly Retribution is promised to be one of the biggest action movies ever to film here in Detroit. And again, it's going to be a lot of running, jumping, kicking, fighting, all of that stuff and all that. He's just thinking of these lovely faces getting battered and even looking like they're battered, that type of thing.
Or maybe we might be battered.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say that.
But
I'd rather
For a
us
good-
than them.
For
Yeah.
a good cause, yeah.
Well, it's to be like an action type hero. I'm in the movie myself. I'm trying to sell it, but again, the various things we're going to be doing. I believe your father has a role in the movie as well. You didn't know that? Oh,
See?
Okay. Well, your father has a role in the movie. Yes. I don't even know what his role will be, but I was told there is a role he's playing. I don't think he's playing your father in the movie. I don't even know if you're playing sisters in the movie. Somebody won't even tell me that part, but you're all four of y'all in the movie. But who does what? I think you and I have a role or scenes or something, and Tom has written that in.
Who, me and you?
Yes. Oh, doggone it. Oh, this has to be the word. I have no idea. All I know is that it's there. So one day Tom will, he said at the fundraiser, he'll let everybody know what the plot and all of that is, scripts and all of that. But all four of you are in it, but I do know it's a lot of action. You're more than just singing as you did from the first one, and dialogue, acting, the whole nine. Are there coaches that you're thinking of getting to or getting with beyond just what Tom is doing to be able to say, let's make sure we knock it out the park?
Well, I guess we need to figure out who's out there, because this is going to be our first time going in this direction, with being, doing stunts and all. So we don't really know anyone that teaches that besides Tom.
Well, again, but so, like I
like
say,
acting classes.
well, not just acting, the stunt, the whole nine. I mean, especially, because some of the stuff, you could say a line long enough and often enough where it becomes second nature. Now you don't even seem like you're acting, but trying to, I haven't had a fight since I was in like middle school or high school. So me trying to act like, this is an everyday thing, that part of it it is harder than everything else. So I'm talking about the whole nine. Do you feel you can handle all of that? Acting, fighting?
Yes, watch.
I really
No.
think that I'm saying.
Yeah, I think,
Yeah, I think
Yeah, we
that
can.
the physical is a little more easier than needing to get into it emotionally. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So if it's which I think we could even do that too, but that's more awkward because you really need to make it look real
'Cause I
with
think-
your emotions.
'cause
But
I
with
think
the
in the
little
movie-
fighting
Uh-huh.
scene,
That's where
still
the
got-
shows
right.
come in to help to be open with that. So if we have a script that's an emotional scene,
Mhm.
it's just like adopt the same mind frame from the stage. Okay, when I'm seeing
But
that,
it's still
the song
awkward.
that you guys
I'd rather
always
do
hear.
a fake punch.
What
on
was it in the
somebody.
movie? I think I punch you.
Like, no.
let me be open.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's
no,
our
I'm just saying. I don't know. I have no idea what the movie, other than the title. We know who the star is. That's you met Rico L, right? Rick Elliott. Well, he's the
yeah.
star. Short, bald-headed guy, big, muscle-bound looking dude. That's the star of the movie. That's as much as I know, and the name.
Okay.
And again, I'm trying to claw out information every day we talk, and he always says I'm being sneaky with it and all. I just know you and I got a scene or several. I don't know how I don't even, like I said, I don't even know if y'all related in the movie. Your
Right.
father's in the movie, so how all of you all get together in that or what happened, I have no idea. So I'm just grasping at straws and hope one day he just slip up so I can say, oh, that's what, now we can prepare. Because again, I came into this with zero experience and said I never would get in front of the camera, but he convinced me, oh, you can do it. You're always talking.
Yeah.
You know, so that type of thing. So if I punch you or not, I don't know, but
I'll be ready.
yeah, there we go. I'm putting it out there. So it's going to be amazing fight scenes. One of the biggest action films shot here in Detroit, Deadly Retribution. You will be co-starring, and then you're starring in the next one. Is that coming a little bit too?
I'm excited for that.
But is it coming too fast, too furious, too out there? Is it like slow the train down, or this is the pace you envision it all along?
No, I think
This
we
is
should
good.
keep going.
Because it's keeping everything going on its own. We don't have to, it's coming on its own now. The momentum is going. So this is what we've been wanting.
Are you so low key about it all? Yeah.
That's because I'm being calm. That's why 'cause
Right.
my energy is way out there.
Well, they always say I'm on 10 or
interviews,
12, but it's like, wow, that's just
Calm
being,
down.
yeah. Oh, okay. So if it takes off in the way we feel it will, this could be the opening of the door of various things and all. Hollywood will come swooping in and say, we want those three. If things have happened like that. Oprah got discovered by a producer who happened to be snowed in Chicago, and he cast her in The Color Purple. And the rest is history. But that's how she was a local, not newscaster, a reporter in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And Quincy Jones was snowed in and watched TV while he was waiting for the weather to clear. He said that would be perfect for Sophia in The Color Purple. Things have happened like that. Frank Imani got discovered. A photographer was on vacation in her native, I believe that's Somalia, and saw her walking to an ice cream stand and approached her and said, you have what it takes to be a model. Rest is history. So it has happened. So are you ready?
Yeah,
Yes.
because it's kind of our journey with the music, with starting our music group. It kind of already been happening like that.
Okay.
So we just let it naturally come in, and that's really how it's been going so far. One thing always leads to the other.
This leads to another question. So Sarita, I'm gonna ask all three of you the same question. What's the best and worst thing about working with your sisters or with your father as manager? The best and the worst.
The best thing is, that we're family, and how Chichi was saying, it's nothing. I'd rather work with my sisters and my dad and not saying I wouldn't, but it's always a good feeling to come together and create and make build something and make something.
So what's the worst?
And the worst thing?
Yeah.
It's always bickering, but that's okay. So, it is bickering. So probably the worst thing would probably be that, but
Yeah, that's the most annoying part.
thing.
Yeah.
So, but we can get, I say, you could bicker in 30 minutes or when we're done. So just say that for
Okay.
later.
What
But
about
yeah.
you, Chi-Chi?
Well, I think that's the best thing, like you said, is that we're sisters. So like they're my best friends. So, but and I love that. And the worst thing is that it's nothing you can do about it because they're still your sisters.
Oh, yeah.
So you can't really.
Okay. And of course, TJ, what about you? Best and worst?
Well, I think the best thing is, that we're sisters and that we can we do need to kind of keep up with everyone, but it's not as hard as, for example, if it was a friend, if we were friends and lived in different households. So it's kind of easier to get together and that our harmonies sound close because of that. And the worst would probably, I mean, everyone sometimes gets on people's nerves, so.
Okay.
So sometimes, but the good thing about it is you just learn you just build up where that doesn't even bother you anymore.
Okay.
You know, I think that's part of the growth too. It's like, okay, I am not, old stuff is, old stuff, and getting rid of it and keeping on going is the best thing.
Yeah, because I'd rather be mad at my sisters than needing to be mad at a stranger that I need to work with.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Well, now that's family. What about the special? Is there a special person in your life that this is something that maybe they don't understand, or they're not too happy with the idea of now your attention is being diverted elsewhere, or is there a special someone who basically is giving you dynamics of flack that you don't expect? They should be supportive, but they're not. They're on and on. Is that special person out there?
Within any, like it could
Well,
be anyone or
a husband, boyfriend, somebody who basically is supposed to be your support. That you see as the fame and attention comes, that person is not as attentive. There's a whole video with her, HER, and that's a topic, hard to break or something, in which the whole video is talking about she's rising as a star while her singer boyfriend basically is being left at this level and he can't take it. Oh man, what is the name of that? But it's a nice video. It has that situation popped up in any of your lives.
well, I feel like too, because you see, if you guys are in the same field, it's if you're in the same field, then it's even worse.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you aren't in this type of industry, for beautiful women, it's hard because you need to be with somebody that's secure. So if they aren't secure, then, well, it's stuff like that goes on regardless.
Well, as you said it so vaguely. So is that like there is a special or isn't? I'm just
No.
I'm just.
But I'm in general, like
Okay.
you need to, like I've even had girlfriends and stuff before, like, well, they aren't my friends anymore, but it's like they'll act like what you're doing is invisible. Like,
Right.
in this stuff, you could talk about it a little, but they'll act like, oh, like they take it lightly or they change the subject, and then that's when you kind of know, like, okay. Or if somebody tells you, I don't think you should go that route,
Right.
then it just makes you want to do it more. to
Okay.
me.
That's strong will, strong determined and all of that and all. So what about you two? Has that cropped up in your lives?
No, not really. I just, so far, I've gotten good feedback, and all support, I try to just keep supportive people in my, friends and people that I have, relations with that are going to be supportive of what I do. And if you can't accept that, then,
Okay.
I won't do it with you.
Okay, this is a hard business and all. TJ?
Yeah. Well, I just try to protect my energy. So if there's someone that doesn't support or is kind of pulling me away or puts me down about it or something, I usually automatically know, okay, I have to start separating myself from this person because what is the difference with people who do that and the people who support you? That's what I look at it. We have people that support us, like you all in Dragon Films. So when we have those kind of people, why deal with the ones who don't? And when you protect your energy, it just makes everything flourish so much easier. So I no, anyone who I talk to is supportive.
Okay. All you gave the roundabout vagueness of it. I think maybe that's like an area I'm gonna just stay away from and all. But I like that response and all. So anything else you'd like to close on or add that I hadn't touched on? But I'm wishing you all the best in your career. And I'm looking at it like I'm seeing you as you, not as you just started, but I'm seeing the progression of your career, working with Dragon Films and seeing you all. I remember when we first met, I can say, okay, who is who in the group, that type of thing. Now it's like, oh my goodness, these young ladies are amazing. Anything that you would like to add that I hadn't touched on, or you like to bring up, or get out there to make sure people know of?
Well, our social media.
Okay.
Yeah, so our Instagram is love_IM_, and on Facebook at love_IM, no spaces, just IM, and
Okay.
that's it.
And I would just like to thank you all for having us here.
Yes.
Okay, well,
And we're excited to be working with you.
Well, like I say, TJ, you just so low key. I guess it's $10 million, and you still will probably answer it the same way. That's good, but you and Tom just alike and all, so that's great. You, Gigi?
Thank you for having us, and I'm super excited for the magazine when it comes out, and to be learning those stunt moves. So,
Like I said, be ready.
That's gonna be exciting.
You might be punching me, or I'm punching you. I forget which, but I know in the script and all of that. We'll figure that part out and all. So again, thank you for coming to Inside the Music Biz. I am Cornbread, your host, and we hope to see you very, very soon. And good luck and great progress on your career.
Thank you so much.
Dragon Films Clothing Store. Release The Beast.